Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Iron Man Mark 6, the Battle Damage Edition, and this is by Figuarts, and there's the box from the front, and on the back shows a couple of pictures, so let's get into it. Alright, and here is Mark 6 Battle Damage outside the packaging, and you can see it comes with quite a lot of accessories here. First we have these effect pieces. I know it's kind of bright, but there they are. And then there's the figure. It's a matte finish. And then we have an extra mask. One is battle damage and one is clean. And then he has two chest plates. One is damage and one is clean. And then we have a bunch of flaps to attach to his backside and shoulders, rockets, and then these forearm rockets. These lasers. And then it comes with a bunch of hands, and these are the calves, the panels on the back of his legs, and then these are the forearm rockets, and yeah, a bunch of hands. Honestly I don't like these. You have to switch out the back of the hand panels with all the different hands. If you're switching them out, you have to switch out that panel as well, which I don't like at all, because they tend to get loose, and you might lose them. You might lose these two panels there. Yeah. Alright, so when you first get this figure out of packaging, you're gonna get the clean look. We have the clean plate, and then the clean chest, and you could already see the difference with the chest plate here. Look at the color difference between the two. This one is a lot brighter, and this one is much darker. See, yeah, I don't like that. And yeah, it's just these should all be the same color. So let's take a look at the figure itself. It's another Iron Man Mark 6. They didn't change much other than the different paint job. This is more, yeah, this is definitely a matte finish with a hint of metallic in it, which is nice. I like that. But chest plate, it's definitely weird. So let's go for articulation. Head is on a ball joint, and it can look really high up. Look at that. He could definitely do flight pose quite easily. I like that a whole lot. Good job. So there's a ball joint right there. In the base of the neck, there's another ball joint. And then shoulders, the hinges on the arm itself, so it's not attached to the body, the torso. So as far as butterfly joint, I don't think there's a butterfly joint, but it does have a ball joint peg that's sticking into the torso section, so that's why it gives you full range of motion right there. And it is a ball hinge joint, and you can see there's a swivel joint right there, and he has double jointed elbows, which allows him to give you way over 90 degrees, and he has a ball jointed wrist. And as for the chest, let's say two ball joints, of course, and arch back. It's about that. That's it. Crunch, about that, and that's it. And as for the legs, these can be lowered down. Ooh, look at that. It can lower down quite a bit. A lot more than other characters like Captain America and Thor. This one has a lot of range right there. So it can definitely give you a landing pose. A good landing pose too, actually. And there's a ball joint thigh. I really like that because this allows him to do a really realistic landing pose there. And then we have double jointed knees. Whoa, and this panel folds in too. Look at that. That's something new. I don't remember seeing this on the original Mark 6. I don't remember. But I'll do a comparison and you guys can see later on. But look at that. It folds all the way down. So ball jointed ankle, I believe. Or ball hinge ankle, I'm not sure. No, it's just hinges. There's a hinge going front and back, and then there's also a hinge allows his foot to pivot left and right. And then toes articulation, of course. and his feet are die-cast. Alright, I don't think Design Man can do a landing pose because look at how skinny the waist is, and it's not giving you a whole lot of room to work with here. So if you want to give him, yeah, he won't be able to. Look at that, he can't even do a crouch that well. I mean, we'll try it and see what happens, but I don't think so. I don't think he's capable of doing that landing pose. I guess it's okay. You could do something like this. You could do some sort of a landing pose. I mean, I'm just playing with it right now, so. And so maybe he doesn't need that much of a that torso movement then. Because his head can look up quite a bit, so this helps. So I guess if you put him on the ground, he can do a landing pose. Let me put him down. So it looks like yes, he can do a landing pose. Not the best, but he is capable of doing it. But his head, even with that really good range, still can't really look up that high. I mean, he can look up about that much. So he's looking straight, not really super high up. If I'm at this angle, he's not looking at me. At this angle, his level, then yes, he's looking straight. So that's kind of neat. I like that. And yeah, it's a pretty good landing pose, just not as natural as some of the other SHF figures, like the Mark 42 and 43. I think those are pretty much the best ones I have that could do a landing pose. Alright, and to switch out some of the parts, like the faceplate, all you have to do is pop this thing off. Oops, I'm popping off the shoulder section. It's okay, I will do that later, but pop this faceplate off. Right there, pegs in right there, and straighten it back out, and oops, sorry, I'm not showing you guys what it looks like. So that, and faceplate right there. And then this is held on with a couple of pegs, that's it. 4 pegs to be exact, right there. Here's the chest plate. They painted this portion silver because there's an open area, this see-through area, so you can, so it makes it a little bit better. Gives you a little more layering on this. And once you pop that chest piece on, you can see this one fits in perfectly. The color matches completely with the rest of the armor. It's just the clean plate doesn't match. So this one's nice. I like that. Look at that. Detailing on the battle damage. It's quite nice. I like it. And if you want to switch out the flaps and shoulder rockets, then here, these two panels right here, just need to pop them off. They're held on with pegs right there, and nothing on the back. Alright, here I did one side of it, and you can see a couple of rockets right there, and then a couple of rockets right here as well. So you can switch those out, and on the back, flap does stay upward right there. So yeah, interesting and pretty good. I mean, extra accessories, you're not gonna say no to that, right? So yeah, quite nice. I like it, especially this one, this little one. I like that one a lot more than the big one. Here you go, I put them both on, and you can see, oh, and I noticed there's a little paint defect here. Let's see if I can point it out. Okay, if you look carefully, you can see this spot right here. There's a little whitish spot right there. That, I think it's a paint defect right there. Oh, but it's okay. Not the end of the world here. But yeah, figure looks fantastic. I like it. Let me do a comparison with the original Mark 6. Alright, on the left is the original Mark 6, and the one on the right is the Battle Damage Mark 6 that we just received. And so the gold color is definitely different, and it's more yellowish than the new one. The new one is less yellow to that gold, and the original one has a glossy finish, while this one has a matte finish. And this one has the new one has more accessories, but yeah, definitely a lot more accessories. So here are two of them next to each other. They're same height, so I would imagine most of the parts are identical to what they released back in the day. The thigh pieces does look different. Oh, even the crotch piece does look different. Look at that. The crotch piece is different. The legs are somewhat different. Maybe it is a brand new sculpt. Is everything brand new? No, I don't think everything's brand new. The lower legs, I think they're the same. The thighs, I think they're the same. The crotch piece is definitely different, and the upper thigh around the hip section, that area might be different. The arms, I think the forearms are different. Yeah, and then the bicep, yeah, they are different. Shoulder pads, yes, different. Chest, abdominal section, I'm not quite sure. The chest most likely is different, and the head is definitely different. So yeah, I think 80% or 75% of this figure is brand new. I'm not quite sure. I'm not 100% sure, but just from looking at it side by side, I think about 75% new figure here. And here's a side-by-side comparison with all the accessories. See, there's quite a bit more this time around than what they provide us originally. And here we have Iron Man with the forearm missiles right there. Oh, pretty nice. Yeah. Just be careful about the paint job when you're moving this figure around. There are bits and sections where it does rub against each other, like the head here with the shoulder piece. So be a little bit careful, because it is a matte finish. So you might accidentally scrape off some of the paint there. So be a little bit careful, because again, it's matte finish. Alright, then here we have a size comparison between Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man. Iron Man is the shortest of the three. These are all three of them are the new ones. The Thor is from Assemble. Cap is also from Assemble, but Mark 6 is from Battle Damage version, the edition. So yeah, there you go. If you ask me, is this figure worth getting? If you already have the original Mark 6, personally, I say it's still worth getting, because it does come with a lot of accessories, and you get a different paint job, and you get some of the battle damage pieces, so that's fun. And new extra pieces are like the forearm grips and shoulder rockets and all that stuff. Those are brand new, so I still say it's worth getting. Yeah, it's justifiable. But if you're just going for the paint job, like how they did the Mark 7 and Mark 3 with the more metallic paint job, those I'm not getting. I'm not chasing those. They're not different enough for me to get. But this one is, because like I said, the extra accessories. So there you go. There's the Iron Man Battle Damage Mark 6 from SH Figuarts. Thanks for watching.